Welcome back, troops. Let's Tab 59. So, we've arrived at OP Jackdaw. We're just outside the pub. I'm in the car park of the pub, Jackdaw Pub in Denton, Kent. See behind me, the state detectives here. In fact, we'll walk around in a minute, meet some of the guys, and you can see the state detective has set his stall out. And have a little look at that. So, let's wander around here. Let me spin you around so you can see where I am. You've got to check out the state detective. In fact, to get a close up here, all these details, look. So you can pause it there, go and check out the state detective. You'll see what he's got on offer. Let's go around and have a look. All the usual suspects are here. We're early this year because me and the Trace Round was late last year. And here's the old chaps. Oh, the old chaps. Have a little look here. Make sure you check this out. There's the man himself. There's Steve, state detective. Old chaps. Just getting all your stuff in, Steve. And we've got some of the usual suspects, because it's Armed Forces Day today as well. Full of crazy veterans. Look at them all. OP Jackdaw 2.0 is here as well, guys. All the usual suspects. If the devil could cast his net now, Martin the Hun, Maria, Trace Around, Nobs, Dave, and this gentleman over here, all the way from the Philippines just to see Let's Tab 59. You've had the biggest journey of all of us. That's crazy. Good to see you. And you're still early. I was late last year. I'm never going to live that down. Right, that's it. We're going to cut the video right there. I'm not going to talk about me being late. Right, back shortly. Everyone's setting off confident. Give it half an hour. Everyone will be breathing out their arse. All the troops are here.
Oh, heads up.
Spin you around, you can see. Nobby, you're absolutely right. It's all about taking the piss out of each other. Rough engineering made easy. I'm a grunt, grounded reconnaissance unit non-thinking. I'm sweating like a... I don't know what. I was going to say something wrong then, but I won't. Keep it clean. I am sweating like a pig. Talking to pigs, I think I mentioned earlier, we've got a hog roast this evening. State detectives got half a pig. We're roasting that badger. Not a badger, it's a pig. We're roasting that later on. Looking forward to that. So we're going to get up here, quick brief, and then we'll put our shelters and our tents up, etc. And then go around on a round robin events. But today, because I've brought some rifles up, I'll be with Ollie. Me and Ollie are going to run the shooting range, so I'll be on the range doing a bit of filming there. We'll have a look at the shelters in a minute. So it's the morning, Sunday morning, and we're off. Tabbing back down the Jackdaw pub. Got my mate Nobby here with me.
Morning, campers.
There seems to be less of us than tabbed up yesterday. I don't mind. Is there more people getting taxis down or something? We've lost someone. So look, it's not as many as yesterday, I'm sure there ain't. Look at that, retreat from Moscow. State detective, is he in there? I think he's down packing up still, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he's down the bottom. Let's go and just quickly interview the Tracer round. Tracer, how did you sleep?
I slept brilliantly, me.
Who was snoring then?
Martin.
Martin, was you snoring?
No.
Was it you, Martin? Or was it Maria? It was Tracy. Somebody was snoring apparently. Someone was pushing his heads out. Well, I didn't get to be basher till 2 o'clock this morning, 10 past 2. And I was up about 6. Old man's bladder and all that. Right, Jackdaw pub. Back at the Jackdaw. Transfer all the kit in the car now, and then we're going to bug out once we said our goodbyes. There's a trace around putting the kit in the motor. And then we're going to Wetherspoons for a fat boy's English breakfast. I'll do a final wash up in a moment, back in Lincolnshire. So here we are then, we're back after the end of another fantastic camp with OP Jackdaw down in Kent. Me and the Tracer around about with fantastic time, very tiring because we had a very late night. Well, I certainly had a very late night. So let's just wrapping the video up now, saying thank you to everybody. And first of all, I want to say thank you, a big, big thank you to Tony Belas at BRK Brocock, because as those that attended will probably know, Tony from Brocock up at the factory there in Stafford loaned us and OP Jackdaw 3 fantastic PCP air rifles so that we could use those on the shoot when we done the round robin. You'll have seen earlier in the video, plenty of shooting went on. And while I was up there, a lot of people asked me about the rifles, prices, etc. If you go on to, I've got the website, I'll put it in the description. If you go on their website, you can see all the wonderful range of rifles they've got, and the prices, depends where you go. I'll try and put some price in the description as well, but they are, as I said before, all around £1,000 per rifle without the scopes and mountings. So Tony, if you do watch this, thank you very much for loaning the rifles. I'll make sure I get them back to you. They're all in perfect condition. They were very well looked after and used by people that were very experienced with rifles and firearms. So they were well looked after. Now, here we go, because as always, as last year, got some wonderful things that came back to us. A few people gave us a few gifts, and I've really got to mention them and show you some of the gifts that we got. But first of all, before I do that, let's just actually run through those BRK rifles again, because, as I say, there was a fair bit of interest. Now, just as a reminder, here are a quick snapshot of the rifles that BRK and Tony Belas have lent us for the OP Jackdaw weekend. So on the top left there, the sandy coloured one that you can see, that's the Brocock Sahara. And they're about, without the scope and mounts, you're looking at about £1,050. The one at the top next to it there, the other thumbhole stock brown one, that's the BRK Safari. It's about 1,200. They were both in 177 that we used on the weekend, and the BRK Commander XR in 22 caliber, and that's going to set you back about 1,300. So that's just a quick flash over of the rifles. Now, apart from that, they were fantastic. As I say, go on the website, have a look. My good friend, mine and Tracy's good friend, Gus. Gus. Sorry, I'll get to Gus in a moment. Martin the Hun. Martin Hun has given us a couple of lovely little gifts. We've got a little Lest We Forget. Martin, that's going up in our bar in the garden. And these 3 guys, and we got to the car park, Martin Hun gave us these 3 little gnomes, and you can see all carrying firearms, all in DPM, and they're all in different firing positions. We've got a guy kneeling there, one in the prone and one standing. Fantastic gifts. And he also gave myself and Tracy lovely veteran baseball caps. Thank you very much, Martin. It's much appreciated. Now, let's just spin you around very quickly again. Gadget Gus, he's got a YouTube channel. Gadget Gus, fantastic guy. Gus was down there at the weekend, as he was last year. Now, Gus has got a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of reviews on gadgets and things, but mainly on pocket knives. And what he's got over 300 odd knives or something like that, he was telling us. Now, what he did very generously on the Saturday evening before it got messy and before it got dark was brought down a selection of his knives, which he sold off. He was telling people about the knives, and then you can see it in the video probably. And then he told you what they cost, and then he gave a price out, and people were purchasing the knives. Now, what Gus did was the money he received for those knives, he gave that as a donation to OP Jackdaw. It's absolutely brilliant. And I managed to get my hands on one as well. This is the one that I managed to get from Gus. Lovely little brother knife there. Fantastic. Thanks, Gus. And I know all the other people that purchase knives will enjoy that too. So, some more thank yous now. Let's bear with me. And I'm going to put in the description of this video quite a few websites that you can look at if you're interested. So I say, Tony Belas, I'll put that one down. Steve, the State Detective. And when we got there, I spoke about Steve before, the State Detective. He's set up just outside, you see it again in the video, you see just outside the Jackdaw pub in the front garden there, if you like. Set his stall up and had like a little tasting session going on. You could go and taste all these different sauces and rubs, and he was selling beef jerky and other products there. I'll put the description in the description. His website, his online shop. Go along and have a look at that. You'll like that. It's really, really cool. Also, he's got a YouTube channel. It'll all be in the description. So Steve, the State Detective, and your mucker, I can't remember his name, that come with and helped you out. You're a lovely assistant. He was a great guy as well. Thank you both very much. Now, what else have I got here? I've got to refer to my notes to remember everybody. Where are we? Now, the landlord of the Jackdaw pub, as always. Remember, this is not a one-off year event. This is every month through the season, the camping season. And I think it's Graham down at Jackdaw pub. He always supplies us, well, everything. I mean, we rock up in his, sort of take the place over on the Saturday lunchtime up until 2 o'clock. He lets us park there in the car park overnight. It's very, very generous. And of course, he supplies a beautiful cheese board and port every evening on the camp. Well, the Saturday evening on the camp. That is so much appreciated. Other people bring cheese along, but I know a lot of it comes from the landlord of Jackdaw pub. Again, I will put in the description the Jackdaw pub's website, so you can go along and have a look on there. Well worth going down there for a meal. It's a beautiful setting, a beautiful pub with a lot of history to it as well. Now, I've got to mention the other OP Jackdaw 2.0. Met those guys. They were down there supporting main OP Jackdaw camp. What a fantastic crew that was. And you've seen the massive half a pig that was there and was roasted. But the guys were great. They got mucked in as well. It's fantastic to see that there's another OP Jackdaw. Since last year, we've got another OP Jackdaw campsite, Jackdaw 2.0. And that's based down in Guildford, Longmoor Camp. Again, go on their website, have a look at that, get yourself down there. I must get down there one day and have a look at them. So all the staff at OP Jackdaw, Paul Schilling, all the boys and girls, thank you so much for everything. It was fantastic. Now, while I was down there as well, we had some other YouTubers down there. I just wanted to mention those. Obviously, Nobby3542. Go along and have a look at Nobby's channel because he's already posted up lots of little video clips from this recent camp on OP Jackdaw on the 27th of June, 2026. So if you go to Nobby3542, please subscribe to his channel. He's got some great content on there. The channel's growing steadily, but he needs a bit of support. Have a look. He's got some great clips up on there. As I said earlier, Gadget Gus, he's got a great reviewing site, YouTube channel where he reviews knives and other stuff. So go along and just put in Gadget Gus on YouTube, give his channel some support. And we even had a flying visit from my good old mate, Richard, who is the History Veteran UK. He was unable to attend the camp because he's not too good at the moment, bless him, and it would have been a bit of a struggle for him doing the camp. But he still wanted to come down because he had a few supporters there, a few subscribers wanted to meet him, and managed to talk him into coming down to Jackdaw pub and meeting us just for an hour or so before we moved up to the actual campsite. So Rich from the History Veteran UK, his channel is really steaming ahead. He's doing an absolutely wonderful job. But like us all, we all need support to help grow our channel. So little shout out to Richard and the History Veteran UK. punch in the History Veteran UK. You'll see Richard there. Fantastic. He presents he goes all over Belgium, France, UK. He's everywhere at the moment. Lots and lots of stuff on World War One, lots of stuff on World War Two. He's just come back from the Somme and done some really great videos. I've just been punching them out. Please go to his channel and have a look. Now, before I finish, I want a quick shout out to Tony. Now, Tony is a subscriber of mine and the History Veteran UK. And when I got to the Jackdaw pub on Saturday lunchtime with the Trace around and met up, he made a beeline for me. I didn't know the gentleman. He come all the way from the Philippines. He lives out in the Philippines, but he knew the camp was on. It took him ages to organise it from the Philippines, and he managed to get all the way there. We had people from all over the country, but Tony came from the Philippines. He's over here for a few days. Hopefully I'll get to see him before he goes back to the Philippines. But Tony, thanks for making that effort, mate. Absolutely outstanding. You're in the videos. Now, lastly, before I go, as anyone that watches me regularly knows that I don't do video editing. I just can't. I'm too thick and too lazy. I don't know what it is. But I've been in touch for some time now with a lad over in Russia, fantastic guy. He's right into the British military. His name's Vadim. He's got a little channel as well. Unfortunately, it's all in Russian, so it's difficult. But he's a great guy. And what I do now, I've got bigger videos like this, and the one at Buckingham Palace when Tracy and I went up there to see Princess, or to be presented with Not Forgotten to Princess Anne. Vadim said to me, look, Keith, send me the clips and I'll bolt them all together for you and give you a little fancy introduction. So he helps me out with the longer videos like that, and he's done this video for us. He's clipped it all together. So Vadim, thank you very much, my friend. You're an absolute star. So that's it from me. Thank you to everybody again. I can't thank you enough. It really does give you, it's like being recharged when you go down an object, you come back off it, and it does really recharge you. And hopefully, since last year, another one's popped up, and hopefully this is going to be something that happens more and more. As I said last year, it will spread around the UK so that people don't have to travel quite as far. They're a little bit more local. One per county would be amazing, wouldn't it? If every county in the UK had a similar camp to OP Jackdaw, we'd be great for veterans and everybody else. So, signing off now. Thank you very much. If you're new to my channel, you haven't subscribed, please consider it. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying consider it. And certainly consider looking into the stuff I've been speaking about, especially Operation Jackdaw. Thank you, troops. Stay safe. Remember, let's tab.